everyone. Today I'm going to tell you something that is harmful or embarrassing for me. Yes, last February, my friend and I walked to LBE at the University of Indonesia as usual. And on that day, the weather was raining and I was wearing white pants. We passed a very crowded Ueasy station. When all the way, I was surprised. Why these people look at me? Is there something wrong with me? And suddenly my friend told me that the white pants that I wore were very dirty because of splashing water from my shoes when walking. Oh my god. Pity on me. It was impossible to go back to my boarding house because I was afraid of being late to attend the class. So I just kept going to campus and with embracement. Okay, thank you for your beautiful eyes. See ya.
Hello guys, thank you for watching my video. For now, I'd like to tell you about my friend's embarrassing moment. First, I would like to ask you, have you ever experienced an embarrassing moment? I think all of us have ever experienced it, even just once. Okay, my story happened 3 years ago. At the time, my friend and I went to our class by riding a motorcycle. And on the way, out of nowhere, something fell down out of the sky. And it directly hit my friend's face, specifically her left eye. Okay, we don't know what the subject is that, but what we know is the subject is a solid one. And at that time she said that she was okay, so that she continued riding her motorcycle. After we arrived, I saw her eye, and this was her eye look like. Getting hit by a solid object at full speed in the eye was incredibly painful. I know it. My friend's eye constantly swelled up and bruised immediately. Um, Water was just coming out from her eye, and it honestly looked like a waterfall. Everyone around us thought that she was crying like a little baby. I think she was embarrassed with that incident. I think that's all my story. Thank you.
Hello everyone, today I would like to tell you about my embarrassing moment in my life. When I was in senior high school, I'm a choir member, and every Friday I attended singing practice at school. We were the flag ceremony choir team and sang several songs such as the national anthem and other national songs every Monday. We must line up in front and face the participants of ceremony. One day, I did not join in the marching among the choir members and marched in a row of ceremony participants. It turns out that many choir friends do the same thing. Only a few people lined up in front. Of course, that caught the attention of our vocal teacher. She was very angry and said with the microphone like, "The ceremony will not begin before all members of the choir come forward." I was very scared and chose to remain silent. But friends near me glared at me. The atmosphere became quiet and other ceremony participants began to complain because the weather was getting hot. Suddenly, a choir friend pulled my hand forward. I was very surprised, and of course, all the participants in the ceremony were annoyed. They was like said boo that they several other choir friends and I were the centers of attention. It was an embracing moment in my life.
Morning, my name is Eka. Today I would like to tell you about my uh, most embarrassing experience in my life. When I was a university student, I actually actively involved in one of dance studios in my hometown Gorontalo, and there were about 15 members in that studio, and we were trained by our senior. His name is Omin. Hi, Kak. The embarrassing experience happened when we were elected to perform the welcoming dancing in front of the participants of Gorontalo International Conference on Coconut in 2013. So we trained a lot and chose to perform Saronde dancing. So we hope that all the participants would be impressed and would be entertained by our performance. If I'm not mistaken, it was on September 2nd, 2013. That was the day we dressed up as dancers supposed to and put makeup on our face. At 8 o'clock in that day, the master of ceremony opened the event by inviting us to perform in front of the audience. Then we entered the stage and got ready to perform. When the music was played, we started dancing and followed the rhythm. But during the performance, my focus was distracted by the response of the audience. I saw some of them clap their hands, but mostly they laughed at the same time. So I was wondering what was happened. But when it moved to another movement that required me to be in front of the formation, to be in front of the stage and required me to look down, I just realized that I still wore my swallow sandals while my other friends wore the performing shoes. So there was only me myself wore the swallow sandal. After realizing it, I was so embarrassed, but I still tried to focus on the performance. I didn't want to make any mistakes on the movements, and it happened until the end. But my focus was still distracted by the audience. I saw that some audience were taking the videos while they are laughing, looking at me. After the performance, we got back to the backstage, and suddenly I hugged my best friend, and I almost cried. But some other uh, friends laugh out loud and humiliate me. Even though I almost cried, but they still did it. So from that day, I promised to myself to uh, focus or to double check uh, the preparation before the performance. So I don't want that embarrassing moment happen again in the future. So I hope that you guys uh, don't experience that embarrassing moment. Thank you.
Guys, how are you today? Sorry. Today the temperature in my place is very cold. I think I have to wear a jacket. Uh, Wait a minute. I want to tell you embarrassing story about this jacket. But before that, I want to tell you this is my one of my pride jacket. This is my first jacket since I became an LPDP awardee, and I got this jacket with other awardees who are in the same class with me in the LPDP program called Pengayaan Bahasa or Language Training. I have an embarrassing story when this jacket first arrived in my hands. When this jacket arrived, I was taking an online class, and at the time we were having a discussion, so my camera was on for video conferencing. When this jacket arrived, I was very happy, and immediately I tried this jacket without realizing my camera was on. My classmate who saw my madness, who saw my behavior, was holding back louder because in the discussion there were a tutor who was explaining our material at the time. So without realizing it, I did a Korean style. I did Korean style with swag aura and show in the front of the camera with the jacket. I show like this. Okay. It is very embarrassing for me. After that, my classmate who saw my madness told me that I was activating my camera, and then I was surprised. Apparently, they saw everything, but fortunately, my tutor only focused on the material, so she didn't see my madness. That was my embarrassing story when I took an online class. I hope all of you who watch this video don't do the same thing as embarrassing as me. Okay, see you.